Shrutim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhaktreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishpiti Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Gopa Kumaraya Gopindaya Namo Namaha. Please give the prasad. Yes. So, any quick points of recap from last class, if I can hear? Oh, there was a knock, please. Knock. No, yeah, no, Mataji. No, Mataji. Please give the prasad. Yes. Do japa mindfully. Okay, thank you. Anyone else had any lessons? You should not be mindless, you should be mindful, because Parshuram also did all actions mindfully. He did not mindlessly kill. He was mindful. He was conscious of his father's powers. Okay, anyone else? Any other point of application or inspiration that we learned? Mindful point you give. Right absorption, yes. The Arjuna's children in the wrong absorption of how their father got beautifully murdered by Ram. That they were not experiencing happiness. In fact, they were frustrating. As a result, they became vengeful and they wanted to take revenge. That's something we saw. We should be at our best while chanting and have the right absorption. Perfect. Anyone else? Get rid of material desires. Correct. You should get rid of material desires by what? By cultivating the right association. Because Sangat Sanjayate Kama. Kama means material desires. And how do we get our material desires? Material desires comes to Sangha. So the kind of Jaisa Sangha, Vaisa Ranga. The kind of Sangha that you keep, that kind of color you will exhibit. We should have the right desires. Kartikeya's sons wanted to kill Parshuram's father. Wanted me. They did it. Okay. It's already done. As per our discussion, it's done. Okay. Go ahead. Yachyamana kripanaya rama matradidarunaha prahasya shira utkritya rinjaste kshaprabandava. We did this verse. He was already murdered. And they took away his head. Renuka dukkha shokarta Nikhnati atmanam atmana Rama rameti tateti Vichukrosho chakaishati. It's very painful, right? Very painful. Renuka, wife of Jagadagini, Renuka Devi. How she was? Dukkha, Shoka, Artha. She is experiencing three things. Dukkha means, in general, the mind is not in a favorable situation. Dukkha is where the mind experiences unhappiness. That is called as dukkha. Shoka means what? Shoka is lamenting. And artha means in great distress. She is lamenting in distress. Artha, we remember artho, arthachi, jignasu, jnani. So artha means wealth. That is artha. Artha means being. That is artha. So artha means what? Artha means she is in distress. Great distress. So, dukkha, shoka, artha. All three things she was experiencing together. So in one sense she was very, very pained. Vignati atmanam. She was beating her body. Sometimes we watch this in some movies. So they're beating up, so crying. Correct. Beating the body. This means, actually, why they do that? There's a reason. Because the pain in the heart is so much. The person is trying to beat. You beat one pain with another pain. Just like somebody is having back pain. Then what do? How to counteract that pain? By giving more pain externally. Yes, in one sense, by massaging, what are you doing? You're giving pain. So with that pain, this pain will go. Internal pain will go. With the external pain, the internal pain goes away. Yes, that's what happens. Now, suppose you are this part is paining. You are given an injection. From external pain, the internal pain will go. Similarly, she is trying to give some external pain by beating her body like this. That is Vignataha. Vignatam Atmana Atmana. She's beating herself, beating her own body with herself like this Vignatu beating. And what she's saying, she is chanting the names. Rama, Rama, Rama. Like that she's chanting. She's calling out for Parshurama. Rama, Rama, Tata, Tata. Again, here also, what word is coming? It's very dear. So, Tata iti. Like that. Rama, Ram, Tat. My Tat Ram. Like that. Vichukrosha means now what started coming? Two things. Tears, water started coming from the eyes, and Uchakai. Loudly she started crying. Sound started coming. That is actually crying. Eyes and mouth from both get open. It's crying. And she's called here. She's glorified here. Renuka Devi is glorified as Sati. Misunderstand that she has lost her husband because of her previous activity. She had Chitrarat. She had imagined, for momentarily she had imagined if she could enjoy. No? But here Bhagavatam is again clarifying her position by calling her Sati. Please don't think that just because she unchaste, as a result of her being unchaste, she lost her husband. Nothing like that. She's called here as chaste only. Sati. Very chaste, which is lamented. See, husband is compared to Guru. For a wife, husband is Guru. As husband teaches the wife many principles of Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So even we hear the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of Vaidharvi and Malayadwaja. So Malayadwaja was a first-class devotee, and Vaidharvi was Puranjan in previous life. Puranjan becomes a woman because of being attached to his wife. So he becomes Vaidharvi. So by good fortune, he gets a Puranjan becomes Vaidharvi and gets a husband who is Krishna conscious as Malayadwaja. So when Malayadwaja leaves the body, that time Vaidharvi also explicitly cries profusely. And that time Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that when spiritual master leaves the body, what should one do? Many disciples don't know, right, what to do. So Prabhupada writes there, a disciple should cry loudly. He should cry out loudly. So in one sense, husband is spiritual master. He's left her and gone. So her crying makes sense. The crying is because of the spiritual separation. Because of you're not going to get any more opportunity to render service. This is the reason why the wife cries when the husband leaves the world. Next. Tat upashrutya durrasta harameti atavat swanam tvaraya shravamasadya dadrishopitaram hatam. Yes. Tad upashrutya. See, Rama iti, upashrutya, able to hear. Durastha. Parshuram was very far. Dur was situated tha. Despite being situated so far, tad upashrutya, he was able to hear. That's the nature of God. Although God is far away, right? If we call out, he'll be able to hear. Hare Krishna. Just a demonstrative activity for all of you that दूर में रहते तो सुनाई देता नहीं है. Although video is on, you all could not even do lip reading. For just 1 second, sound went away. All of you, I say you all felt, yes, oh my God, क्या हो गया? Some of them became happy also. चलो क्या connection. अभी audio गया, video भी चला जाएगा. प्रभु जी भी चले जाएंगे. Just joking. None of you like that. Such good souls. Yes, upashrutya durastha. Hence, lost your valuable association reaction. I wanted to see that reaction. I wanted to see. So, but Krishna is able to hear. That's the whole point. Upashrutya durastha ha Rama iti artavat swanam. Somebody in aggrieved manner with artavat, full of distress, completely with distress. Swanam means the sound is coming. Tvaraya means fast. Jaldi. Ashramam asadhi. He came very quickly to the ashram. How? Tvaraya. Very fast. It is from here the Telugu word also comes. Tvarka Randi. Tvarka Randi. Come fast. Tvaraya. And Dadarshu Pitaram Hatam. What did he see? Dadarshu. He has seen that Pitaram Hatam, his father, was killed. That was the sight he was seeing. Next. Te dukkharosham shoka vega vimohita hatat sadho dharmishta tyaktva asman swargato bhavan. So here, te dukkha, rosha, amarsha, arti, shoka, vega, vimohita. My God, so many emotions are felt all together. So te, now here te means they. Parshuram along with his four brothers, because all had gone out. None of them were there to witness the father's death. So te, dukkha, they were in grief. Rosha, they were angry also. They were angry. Amarsha means a kind of they think amarsh karna, vichar vimarsh karna, amarsha. Arti, affliction, they were afflicted with a lot of distress. Shoka, they were also lamenting. And Vega means powerfully. Vimohita, they lost their intelligence. When such traumatic, shocking situation comes, we lose our intelligence. It happens. We even see Krishna, the Kashiraj, the friend of Paundrak. He had created an illusory Vasudeva and killed. And Krishna started lamenting. Once what happened? It is said, some acharyas comment like this. When Abhimanyu left his body, Arjun goes near Abhimanyu and starts crying. And then Krishna comes and sits near Abhimanyu and he also starts crying. And then Arjun stops crying. He says, Krishna, why are you crying so much? I give so much of knowledge and you're sitting and crying or what? And so, upon this, I am also sitting and crying. But to feel pain at the loss of a near and dear one is natural. It's natural that one cries. Ha, Tata, Sadho, Dharmishta. So there are Ha, Tata. Again, now they are calling father as Tata. See, this word Tat is becoming many times today. It came in Bhagavad Gita also, it's coming in Bhagavatam also for our reading. Something special today about Tat is there. So, Ha, Tat, oh, our dear one, Sadho. Sadho means you are a great saint. Dharmishta, the person who followed Dharma perfectly. Dharmishta. Tyaktva asman, Are, hum sabko chhod diya. Like that they are crying. See, Bhagavatam tells us how to cry also. Yes. And upon the departure of a relative, dear one, how exactly one should express. I have gone to some Shok Sabhas. No, don't. I will tell you what happened. So they call us for Kirtan. Then we went. We are doing Kirtan. People come, Papa! I said, what are you Papa! Like this. So, no, tears are not coming out. Nothing is coming out. Then after some time, they prepare. They breathe. They go outside to the hawa khake, वापस वो थोड़ी देर के बाद Papa! ऐसा करके there is no emotion. I feel अरे इससे बड़ी acting मैं कर सकता हूँ. I can do much better acting than this. So there are no genuine emotions also in Kali. And some people just to like, and then person will come and do like this. So one of my devotee friends would come. He's a small boy. They come first time for this. हमको तो आदत पड़ गई. First time मैं भी गया था, मैं भी bewildered हो गया. बोला that person is watching you. उसका तेरा भी हुए नहीं है, तेरा he is watching. ये सब नाटक मत करो यार. Don't do this. If you're not getting emotions, don't show off. But everybody, they are telling children also, hey, oh, अच्छे से रो. Girls sitting and crying there. And I was like, hey, ये आंसू भी नहीं गिर रहा. Like that, they were all sitting and it becomes such a show. So, everything is show. And suddenly that fellow comes out, Papa! ऐसे करके तो गाता. So seeing this, the devotee was doing Kirtan, he was playing Kartan. He started laughing. उसको इतने जोर जोर से हंसी आ गई. He could not laugh in front of relatives, so he bent down and he was laughing. मतलब नीचे झुक के ऐसे ऐसे laughing कर रहा था. So those people thought that he's crying. So they came, मत रोइए, please. I was like, अरे कौन है भाई, वो तो हंस रहा है अच्छे से. Looking at your acting is laughing. So there were genuine sentiments in Kali Yuga. And I think what separation they are feeling from their father is very genuine. Many try was a sin. See, everyone is sin. मत करो. त्यक्त्वा आसमान स्वर्गतो भवान. See, you have gone to heavenly planets, leaving us. Many times, why heavenly planets? Back to Godhead क्यों नहीं? Why not back to Godhead? Why heaven? Sometimes we ask. Even Dashrath, where does Dashrath Maharaj go? Heavens. Doesn't go back to Godhead. He goes to heavens. One must, Prabhuji, भगवान के पप्पा जी को heavens. मतलब हम लोग के लिए क्या hope है? What is hope for us? Please understand that many at times the fathers of Lord, they go to heavens because sometimes they come also. Dashrath comes also. And second, Dashrath watches from heavens. He has certain part to play. So he watches from the top. He sometimes comes from there, from heavenly planets. So to continue Leela, sometimes he comes. So for such reasons, it is given indication that they go to heavens because there is some more role to play before going back to God. Got it, no? So please never think that अरे स्वर्ग मतलब इतना बड़ा चीज, अरे कुछ बड़ा चीज नहीं. In front of spiritual world, it's fake, nothing. विलप्यैवं पितुर्देहं निधाय भ्रातृषु स्वयं प्रगृह्य परशुं राम शत्रान्ताय मनोदने. हरे कृष्णा. विलप्यैवं, इस प्रकार से विलाप करते हुए, लैमेंटिंग, विलप्य एवं पितुर्देहं, on the body of his father, निधाय भ्रातृषु स्वयं, personally Parshuram entrusted his brother, you take care of the father's body. This body now entrusts to you. Parshuram took his axe. And Shatra Antaya Manodade. Manodade, he fixed his mind. In what? Determined to kill all the Kshatriyas. These rascals don't deserve to live. That's what he's making his mind up like that. So this is what we should also make. What, Prabhuji, kill Kshatriyas? No! Kill the anarthas. Manodade. Get determined. Chalo. Life may fight. So far, in all of these lifetimes, what has happened? All of these lifetimes, we have been punched and pounded and beaten by Maya thoroughly. All the anarthas have been thoroughly smashing us. But not anymore. Abhinay. Not anymore. In this life, I am determined to hold my bead back. I am not Parshuram. I'll be bead back Ramdas. Parshuram नहीं बन सकते हम, bead back Ramdas या दासी बन सकते हैं. So let's take the bead back in our hand. Dade, Mano Dade, we should get determined. I will finish all the anarthas. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is our way. So never leave your weapon. Always hold your weapon with you. Right now, death comes. Where is your bead back? ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. विवेक साथ होना चाहिए हमेशा. हथियार को कभी छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए. अलंकार को रेडी. He's the only one ready, I guess. और कोई रेडी है? कल्याण जो रेडी. चलो. सनातन धर्मदास out. Shot. I left my bead bag in ashram. Yeah. See, the ashram for always ties bead bag around his neck. Yes. Why? Because anytime anything can happen. Once he got stuck in lift. He was explaining us. He got stuck in a lift. He was feeling a lot of breathlessness. Lift. कुछ भी हो सकता है. बटन दबाइए. Security. कुछ नहीं security. He was almost convinced that I'm going to leave now. Finished. Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Suddenly power came and he was rescued. That's why today also we go, na? Shampoo first says, can we take this chairs? First tell you, how many floors? If it is 4, 5, 6, he's fine. I walked with him also. And while coming back, he has raced with me sometimes. Race will come fast. And Guru ke saath race bhi kiya. Like a child he races. Let's see who goes first. He said, Prabhu, you will go first. You will have to take us. Yeah, lift accident. Correct. Lift incident is there. It's a true story. It happened many years back, of course. Susan Prabhuji doesn't travel in lift. His life is very precious for all of us. Agrihya Pashun Rama Shatrantya Manodadi. He was determined, I will kill. Mahishmatim Ramo Brahmagna Vihatasriyam Tesham Sashya Shirrajan Shirabhirajan Madhye Chakre Mahavirim Gatva Mahishmatim Ramo. Gatva, he went to Mahishmati. Who? Ram. Brahmagna, because of killing a Brahmana. This is the greatest, one of the greatest sins. Killing the topmost human. Brahmagna Vihatashriyam. Please understand that by killing a Brahmana, you have lost all the Shriya. Shriya is opulence. Your opulence is all finished. By killing, the moment somebody kills the Brahmana, your opulence is gone. Similarly, if we kill the Brahmanical culture, the opulence goes away. In the first canto, 19th chapter, Srila Prabhupada writes, why Parikshit Maharaj was so repenting and lamenting? The reason he writes is Parikshit Maharaj felt that he had disturbed the Brahmanical culture. And Prabhupada writes three things. How protection? Brahmanical culture, God consciousness. If you destroy the cow, cows are there, Brahmanas can exist. Why? Because by drinking cow milk, Sattva Guna will increase, your brain cells will increase, and you will be able to inquire about Tattva. How many of you take cow's milk? But that's why we're all here. So next time in feedback form we will take that also. जो गाय का दूध देता है वो लोग आ जाएंगे program के लिए. It's practically everyone is taking. Good, very nice. So you take cow's milk, that gives the right kind of intelligence to inquire about spiritual subject matters. Your spiritual interest will grow, and thus you will be forced to follow Brahmanical principles. Goodness. And in Brahmanical, when your principles are Brahmanical, it's easy to be Krishna conscious. On the other hand, Prabhupada writes, any civilization, beautiful statement of Prabhupada, beautiful statement. Any civilization who does not engage their strength and their wealth in cultivating Brahmanical culture will be doomed. Will be doomed. And these Kshatriyas, so-called Kshatriyas, Mahishmatis Kshatriyas, they have killed a Brahmana. That means they killed the Brahmanical culture. So Tesham, of all of them, Saha Parshuram, Shirabhi Rajan Madhye Chakre Mahagirim. So there is a mountain, Mahagiri, yes, which was made. Mahagiri mountain was made. How? With the heads of all the Kshatriyas. There was no Mahagiri before. This Mahagiri Mahishmati was made. Parsham cut everyone's head. 1,000 children he had. 1,000 children. Our milk vendor is Hare Krishna milk suppliers for last past 6, 7. That's why we're here. Correct? So Mahagirim Chakre, he made a great mountain. Mahishmati Madhye, inside Mahishmati. By Shirashadhi, by cutting off everyone's head. This is what Krishna did. हम लोग सुन भी नहीं पाएंगे बात कमजोर दिल वाले ध्यान से बैठिए आपको we are not even able to hear this. जरा फिंगर कट हो जाते वो कौन से डर जाएंगे हम लोग. Your heads are getting cut. तद्रक्तेन नदीं घोरम् अब्रह्मण्यमयावयम् हेतुं कृत्वा पुत्रवदं क्षत्रे मङ्गलकारिणी त्रिसप्तकृत विपृत्तिं कृत्वा निक्षत्रियां प्रभो समन्तः पञ्चके चक्रे शोरितो नान्हृदान् नृप. Because of that, what happened? Tad rakta nadim ghoram. There was blood river of bloods. Yes, tad raktena. By the blood of the Kartavir Arjuna's sons, nadim, ghor nadi ban gayi. Kiski? Khoon ki. Yes. Abrahmanya bhayam. So what happened by saying this? Abrahmanya bhayam ahava. All those kings who were not following Brahmanical principles, who were not following the Brahmanical principles or promoting the Brahmanical principles, they all became very fearful. So the kings who were following Brahmanical principles, उनको डर नहीं लगा. Please understand. Inko question. Etam kritva. So whatever cause, accepting. Puturvadam. Is Putruvadam. These fellows killed my father. Putruvadam. That is a hetu. He fulfilled the cause. He fulfilled the cause. Shatre amangala karini. And wherever the Kshatriyas were amangala karini, they were promoting inauspiciousness, acting inauspiciously. Inauspiciousness with three things. How to remember? C, B, A. C for protection. B for Brahmanical principles. A for absolute truth, for consciousness. C will lead to B, B will lead to A. That's what Prabhupada writes in the purport. That is why he says one of the Kshatriyas' greatest responsibilities to ensure the cow protection is happening. Are the Vaishyas engaging in cow protection? Very important. There should not be any slaughterhouses. If cow protection is there, automatically there will be Brahmanical culture. But because now cows are getting slaughtered, there are states where there are no cows at all. At one point of time, India में दूध की नदियाँ बहती थी. Somebody can type CBA for Dhanraj Puri. You have heard. I'm proceeding now. Three sapta kritvaha prithvi. See, Kritva Nikshatriyam. Kritva Nikshatriyam means he made the entire Prithvi, the earth, without Kshatriyas. How many times? Three sapta kritvaha. Three sapta. 3 sevens are 21. So 21 times Nikshatriyam Prabhu he made. And then what? Samanta Panchak Chakre. Samanta is a place called Samanta Panchaka. Samanta Panchaka is a place. Chakre Shonitodan Hridanrupa. So he made it, he made he filled with lakes and lakes of blood. Okay. Samanta Panchaka. Very, very costly to think about all these things. But he made such places. Samanta Panchak Lake. So if you see, Samanta Panchak is actually in a place called as, in a place of Kurukshetra. Yes. That is also because Parshuramji had made 5 lakes of blood there. Panchak. Yes, Samanta Panchak. And that is then Kurukshetra. That is a place. So Kurukshetra is famous for that also. There is 5 lakes of blood. So this is how Parshuramji, what he does. He makes the earth devoid of Kshatriyas. We'll just read this translation and we'll conclude. Thereafter, Parshuram joined his father's head to the dead body and placed the whole body and head on the Kusha grass. By offering sacrifices, he began to worship Lord Vasudeva, who is all-pervading super soul of all the demigods and of every living entity. So many times people say Parshuram is a Shiva Bhakta. No, Shiva is his guru. He was Vasudeva Bhakta only. So we should always read Shastras. Then what he did? After completing the sacrifice, Lord Parshuram gave the eastern direction to the Hota as gift. Hota is, because he conquered the whole world, no? So Hota is one of the person who does the Ahuti. It's called Hota. The south to the Brahma. Brahma is the supervisor of the Yajna. The west to the Advari. Who eats the fire is called Advari. We got west. And north to the Udgata. Who recited the mantras got north side. So at the 4 corners, northeast, southwest, northeast and southwest, to the other priests. Other priests also, Swaha, Swaha, who had come to do here also. He gave the middle to Kashyap. And the place known as Aryavrat to the Upadrishtas. So the overseer of the sacrifices, they also got Aryavrat. So whatever remained, he distributed among the Sadasyas, the associate priests. So thus Parshuram had conquered the whole world, so he distributed it to the Brahmanas. Everything. That's why the entire world, that's how he distributed, in charity. He didn't keep it. So this shows he's a Brahmana again. He did not rule. Thereafter, having completed the ritualistic ceremonies, Lord Parshuram took bath known as Avabhrita Snan. Standing on the banks of great river Saraswati, cleared of all his sins, Lord Parshuram appeared like the sun in a clear cloudless sky. So he got relieved of all his sins also. If there are any involved, he killing people on large scale. Then what happened to Jamadagni? How did Jamadagni become Saptarishi? Yes, please understand this. Thus Jamadagni being worshipped by Lord Parshuram was brought back to life with full remembrance, and he became one of the 7 rishis. Haribo! So Jamadagni could bring back Parshuram's family. Parshuram could also bring back Jamadagni through the Yajna. Yes, that is possible. Now, what is Parshuram doing? Parshuram is still existing. And in the next life, in the next Manvantara, Parshuram will become one of the Saptarishis. Yes, he will become one of the Saptarishis. Got it? So Parshuram still lives in a mountain called Mahendra Parvat. And he has given up Kshatriya weapons and everything. And he has always worshipped all demigods and everybody. Okay. How the Dushta Damana Shakti are we finished. We have taken one more session, but then I thought that we should start something of Ramayana. Because he is Chiranjeevi, because he has to live in the next millennia as the Saptarishi. That's why he has not given up his body. He is in Mahendragiri. The same mountain from which Hanuman took off flight to Lanka. Mahendragiri. Thank you all very much. Next time we are going to begin Shri Ramayana Ram Katha. Haribol. 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 So we will be giving Ram Katha.